We have been fortunate over the years to welcome as guests on this program some of the biggest names in movies, television, music, sports, business, and politics. But every so often, even in that company, one name really stands out. Carol Burnett is one of them. The mountain of Emmy Awards, the Grammy, the Tony, the Mark Twain Prize, and the Presidential Medal of Freedom only begin to tell the story of Burnett's impact on American culture over her 70 years in show business. The Carol Burnett Show made her an icon, and nearly a half century after the end of that program, the 90-year-old remains every bit a star, now in the Apple TV Plus series Palm Royale. Carol and I got together in New York this week for a Sunday Sitdown.
Good morning.
This is such a thrill, Carol.
Thank you.
The story of Carol Burnett's long and legendary career begins at the movies.
Good morning to you.
My grandmother and I, we would save our pennies and go to the movies. That was my outlet, my fantasy. Watching Mickey Rooney and Judy Garland up there singing, I was so naive that good things wouldn't happen. Because they always happened in the movies. So I never doubted that I wasn't going to somehow succeed.
Success came first on Broadway and then famously on television,
Saw it in the window and I just couldn't resist it.
where the Carol Burnett Show ran for 11 seasons to an average audience of 30 million viewers.
Any other questions?
Including a special one, her grandmother, who got a tug of the ear at the end of every episode.
Give us the Tarzan yell.
Today, a few weeks shy of her 91st birthday, Burnett still commands the small screen in the splashy new Apple TV Plus series, Palm Royale. Burnett plays Norma Delacorte, the matriarch of glamorous Palm Beach society in 1969.
Robert, shake me another martini, and then let's play doctor.
There's just one catch.
In the first 3 episodes, poor Norma is in a coma. But it was kind of strange for me as an actor. I'd get up at 5 in the morning, go to the set, get made up, and then go back to bed. And I got paid.
Easy money.
Just to do this.
Allison Janney, Laura Dern, and Ricky Martin round out an all-star cast led by SNL alum Kristen Wiig, who cites Burnett as a hero.
You don't have the guts, the pizzazz, that do-or-die sparkle.
But I could have it in me.
It's a comedy, but then it gets dark in
There's a
certain
darkness,
areas,
yes.
which is a lot of fun. People who aren't very nice, it's kind of fun to play them.
I bet.
Like Miss Hannigan and Annie, she wasn't nice, but I loved playing her.
Why any kid would want to be an orphan is beyond me.
Burnett's life is its own rags to riches story. Born poor in Texas to alcoholic parents, she was raised by her grandmother in Hollywood, where the pair shared a one-room apartment.
She slept on the Murphy bed, and I slept on the couch for 21 years. And then I went to New York and got a cot.
Burnett's move east was funded by an anonymous donor who saw Burnett, then a theater student at UCLA, perform at a party. On her first night in New York, Burnett got a sign she had come to the right place.
Then it started to rain. Good things had happened to me a lot when it rained. And I turned on the radio, and it said, Hurricane Carol is hitting New York.
No.
Look it up. August 1954. I got here, and I was lucky enough to get a cot at the rehearsal club.
The rehearsal club
Yeah.
is just a couple of blocks, or was a couple of blocks from where we're sitting right now.
And the rehearsal club was a boarding house for young women who wanted to be in the theater. Each one of my roommates was like out of central casting, and I was the hick. But I learned from these girls how to pursue auditions and so forth. You know?
Right.
Within 5 years, Burnett had a starring role on Broadway in Once Upon a Mattress and a spot on The Gary Moore Show on CBS.
Say something. Anything. Howdy.
Her performance on that program earned Burnett her first Emmy in 1962. It also earned her a 10-year contract that stipulated Burnett could host 30 one-hour episodes of her own variety show. When she called in that clause, a CBS executive balked.
He said, but you know, Carol, comedy variety is a man's game. With Sid Caesar, Milton Berle, Jackie Gleason, Dean Martin had just started. And I said, well, this is all I know. They didn't have any faith because they thought, okay, it's only going to be 30 shows. Wound up being 270 some odd shows, you know.
The Carol Burnett Show premiered in 1967 and went on to win 25 Primetime Emmy Awards.
I was watching old clips of your show.
Why don't we have another kid?
It just looked like you all were having so much fun, the way you'd break each other up.
Well, I never wanted to stop tape. We never broke up on purpose, ever. Most of the time it was Tim Conway's fault.
Yes.
Look at the dentist sketch. That's maybe 45 years old. And I dare anybody to watch it today and not lose it. Funny is funny.
The United States honors Carol Burnett for enhancing the lives of millions of Americans and for her...
Burnett has been honored by presidents and last year at a star-studded 90th birthday special on NBC. But her favorite interactions with fans are the ones the rest of us don't see.
I'm getting fan mail from 10-year-olds. Sometimes I'll call them.
Really?
One little girl just recently got the lead in Once Upon a Mattress in her grammar school. And she left her phone number and address. So I thought, instead of writing her, I'm just going to pick up the phone and call her. She was shocked.
Of course.
You know.
If I were to say to you, Carol, your legacy, not just in comedy, but in American culture, is blank, how would you answer?
Okay, there's a quote. People may forget what you said, forget what you did, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. So I'm hoping that I made them feel good at times when they were down. They needed a laugh.
And boy, has she done that. I cannot say enough about how warm and funny and razor-sharp Carol is. It was a joy to spend the day with her. Palm Royale is streaming now on Apple TV+. Our big thanks to So-and-So's, the soon-to-open piano bar inside the Romer's Hell's Kitchen Hotel in New York, for hosting our conversation. Don't forget to subscribe to the Sunday Sit-Down podcast to hear the full extended interview with Carol Burnett. Well worth your time and full of great stories from a lifetime in the spotlight. You can find our conversation on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get yours.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.